Hi, this is Janey Imaani and welcome to Emotional Awareness. So this is part 2 on how to be productive. So like I mentioned in the last video, what we're going to do is look at what prevents us from being productive and then what we can do about it. So obstacle number 2 on what stops us from being productive is having too much to do. So if I woke up and I started thinking, oh, I have to finish my 2,500 word essay, then I have to build my website, then I gotta clean all the clothes in my wardrobe, and then find a new place to live and lose 20 pounds, blah, blah, blah. I notice whenever I start thinking and making these long lists in my head, it sort of freaks me out and it overwhelms me to the point where I don't really do anything. It just feels paralyzing. So rather than me doing any work, I catch myself numbing on Instagram or something like that. And even according to the project tracking software provider I done this, they said that 41% of all to-do list items don't actually get done, and it creates a lot of stress for people. So people make these long lists and most of it doesn't get done. And I'm somebody who really believes in lists, but I know for a lot of people that doesn't always work. And so instead of focusing on long lists of large tasks, what we need to do is something called chunking, which means taking a little bit at a time. So you break down your large task into tiny pieces and then you make a decision to do one task at a time. So when it comes to the essay, I would say, oh, I'm going to do 250 words today, or, and for some people that's even overwhelming. So you could even take it a paragraph at a time. Or another example would be if you're trying to lose 20 pounds, you would take it 2 pounds at a time. And the reason why taking one step at a time works is because our brain has a certain amount of willpower and energy to use per day. And so when you present it with a monumentous task, it says you don't have enough energy to do that. You don't have enough willpower, and it freezes instead. But if you present it with a small doable task, it says, oh, you could do that. You have enough energy. So that provides you with the willpower to sort of get motivated and get started. And so for me, whenever I catch myself feeling overwhelmed, and I notice the same thing with my clients as well, I know it's either because I'm sort of thinking too far ahead or I'm thinking about doing too many things at the same time. And so that's always a sign for me to break it down. And another thing that really works is sort of getting a notebook, I have this one here, and sort of jotting down just 2 or 3 very specific items or tasks that you could do. So you would write something like, oh, reply to that email, or pay that electric bill, or work out for 30 minutes, something very specified. And for a lot of people, it works better if it's just 2 or 3 at a time as well. And the reason why that makes sense is because, often it's like this muddle in our mind and this sort of disorganized mess. And so when you write down these small specified tasks, you sort of get the motivation to get started. And if you are somebody who likes to make these big lists, then you can definitely do that and use it as like an overall vision of the things that you're working towards. But when it comes to being efficient in your daily life, you definitely have to break it down and take it one piece at a time. And don't forget, because at the end of the day, baby steps one at a time will take you far and take you where you want to go. So here are my questions for you. Next time you're feeling overwhelmed, ask yourself, am I thinking about too much at once? Can I break it down piece by piece? What is my next step? So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you tune in next week for the last tip. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe and all that. Like I said, especially subscribe. Make sure you share and take care. Bye.